A British and Irish Lions rugby stars revealed that his wife gave birth in a car while he was on tour in Australia, delivering an unforgettable chapter in both his professional and personal life. As he took the field thousands of miles away in one of the most high-pressure series of his career, his wife was fighting her own battle back home, a dramatic labor that ended with the birth of their child in a roadside vehicle. The unexpected delivery occurred during the Lions' most recent Test series in Australia, a marquee event in the rugby calendar. While the player's name remains officially undisclosed to respect family privacy, details about the astonishing event have made headlines and stirred admiration throughout the rugby world. It was absolutely surreal, the player shared in an emotional interview upon returning home. One moment I was focused on game prep, the next I was getting photos from the other side of the world. My wife had delivered our baby in the front seat of a car. According to family sources, the player's wife went into labor quicker than anticipated. She had been at home in the UK, nearing full term, while the rugby star fulfilled his national duties abroad. As her contractions intensified, she and a family member rushed toward the nearest hospital, only to realize they weren't going to make it in time. Pulled over on the side of the road, with no medical team in immediate reach, she gave birth in the car, assisted by a bystander with first aid training who happened to be at the nearby service station. Paramedics arrived shortly afterward and confirmed that both mother and baby were in stable condition. The baby, a girl, was born healthy and has since been affectionately dubbed the Little Lioness by those close to the family. I got the news right before the warm-up, the player recounted. There was this mix of panic, shock, and overwhelming joy. I was thousands of miles away, and the biggest moment of my life was happening without me. It hit me harder than any tackle. Though visibly shaken at the time, he opted to stay with the team for the match, citing his wife's assurance and the positive news from the hospital. His teammates, many of whom learned of the event just before kickoff, rallied around him in a gesture of solidarity. Several players described the locker room atmosphere as emotionally charged, with many congratulating the new father just moments before heading out onto the pitch. It was like we had this sudden burst of emotional energy, said one fellow Lions player. We knew what had just happened, and I think we all played that match with a bit more heart. Ironically, the player went on to deliver one of his most inspired performances of the series that day, earning the Man of the Match title and later dedicating it to his wife and newborn daughter. I was running on instinct, he admitted. Every time I took a hit or made a pass, I just thought of them. I felt like I was playing for something bigger than a win. In the days following the incident, fans, fellow athletes, and rugby personalities poured out messages of support and celebration on social media. One post read, "A Lions test and a roadside birth? That baby's already tougher than most of us." Another joked, "Born mid-match in a car, while dad is in Australia. That's peak rugby parenting." The public reaction quickly turned the story into an online sensation, with memes, tributes, and fan art popping up across platforms. A popular design featured a newborn baby in rugby boots next to a GPS map pin showing a random roadside location, accompanied by the caption, "Home ground debut." The Lions head coach also spoke out about the incident in a post-series press conference. "It's a reminder that life doesn't stop when you're on tour. Our players are fathers, husbands, sons. This was one of the most human moments I've seen in my coaching career." He showed incredible mental strength. The player was reportedly offered the option to fly back to the UK immediately after the match, but chose to complete the tour once assured that his wife and daughter were in good health. The decision, he later admitted, was agonizing. "I wanted to teleport. Every fiber of my body said, 'Go.' But she told me, 'You've worked your whole life for this, finish it.' She's a rock." Upon returning home, the rugby star's thrown himself into fatherhood with the same dedication that marks his athletic career. Friends and family have described him as hands-on and completely smitten, regularly seen on early morning pram walks and nappy duty. One teammate who visited the family home joked, "You should see him burp the baby. It's like watching a scrum technique demo, totally technical and laser-focused." The birth certificate of the baby lists vehicle as the place of birth, an official detail that the player says he plans to frame. "It's the most epic birth certificate I've ever seen. That story is going to follow her forever. The family story has also sparked broader conversations around the pressures of professional sport, particularly for players with growing families. While rugby tours are emotionally and physically demanding, players often make quiet sacrifices behind the scenes, missing birthdays, anniversaries, and in this case, one of life's most pivotal moments. This brought to light something we don't talk about enough, said a sports psychologist who works with elite athletes. Behind every tour and every jersey is a family juggling logistics, emotions, and real-life milestones. The mental load on both partners is significant. For the player's wife, the ordeal was as empowering as it was terrifying. According to friends, she has spoken of the intense moment with a sense of awe and resilience. She reportedly described the bystander who helped deliver the baby as a miracle in high vis. The couple has kept the identity of the Good Samaritan private but confirmed that they've been in touch to express gratitude. Plans are underway to include the individual in a private naming ceremony later this year. Looking ahead, the player has expressed interest in compiling a short personal memoir of the experience, not for public release, but as a keepsake for his daughter. I want her to know how strong her mom is, how loved she was before she even arrived, and how she entered the world like a true champion. As the rugby world moves on from the tour, the story continues to resonate. In a sport defined by grit, timing, and teamwork, this tale of spontaneous roadside delivery has carved out a special place in the hearts of fans. It's a reminder that even amidst world-class competition, the most unforgettable moments can unfold away from the stadium lights. The Lions player, now savoring fatherhood one sleepless night at a time, summed it up best. This tour changed me, not because of the games or the wins or the bruises, but because in the middle of all of that chaos, life found a way to remind me what really matters. That little girl, born in a car while I wore the jersey, she's my real trophy.